Homoeopathy. Introduction. Homoeopathy is a system of medicine introduced by German physician Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. He was basically an allopathic doctor who has left the practice because of side effects and temporary relief of symptoms of allopathy. For his bread and butter he started translating the medical books to different languages. While he was translating Cullen's Materia Medica, he came across a herbal medicine called cinchona. It was written that cinchona can cure malaria, and it can also produce symptoms similar to malaria on healthy individuals. This point clicked Hahnemann's brain, and he prepared an extract of cinchona bark and taken himself. To his surprise, he developed some symptoms of malaria like chills and achings. He started doing the same experiment on different individuals, and the result was the same. By this experiment, Hahnemann came to know that any drug which can produce a set of symptoms on a healthy human being can be used to cure the similar symptoms in a diseased person. He gave cinchona to various malaria patients, and the result was wonderful, and a system called homoeopathy originated. The word homeo means similar, pathy means suffering. The basic principle of homoeopathy is similia similibus curantur, means like cures cure. Hahnemann prepared some other drugs using alcohol as a vehicle and started experimenting on different age groups and noted down the symptoms produced in them. He proved nearly 30 drugs, and the symptoms produced were noted down systematically. The symptoms collected by drug proving were categorized in the order in a book form named Materia Medica. Hahnemann noticed that by diluting the crude drug substances in spirit, the dynamic power is developed and is responsible for producing the symptoms on healthy people. Hahnemann started giving treatment to so many diseased persons with the medicines prepared by him and applying the principle similia similibus curantur, and got wonderful cures. And homoeopathy started spreading all over the world. He gave medicines to some patients and noticed that symptoms are coming back again. So he understood that the cause for the disease should be treated. After doing experiments and observations, he came to know that diseases are actually caused by some dynamic forces, and he named them as miasms. Surrey syphilis psychoses. He noticed that to cure a person completely, these miasms should be eradicated using a similar dynamic force. This idea led to anti-miasmatic drugs, which are drugs having disease-producing power similar to miasms. He developed anti-miasmatic drugs and experimented on diseased persons and got wonderful cures. Development of homoeopathy. The principles of homoeopathy was written in book form, and he named it Organon of Medicine. Later on he started publishing these works, and 6 editions of Organon were published. Right from the beginning of homoeopathy, so many doctors of other systems started working against homoeopathy. But those who were against homoeopathy later on came to know the truth behind homoeopathy and started practicing the same. Physicians like Dr. J.T. Can drive Herring, Dr. Lonon Golden E.C.D. followed drive Hahnemann's mission and developed the system. They all started preparing so many other drugs on the basis of guidelines given by Hahnemann. Physicians came to know that by diluting the drug substance in spirit in a systematic way, the medicinal power is increasing. How the quantity of drug decreases. Since diseases are due to dynamic causes, the medicine also should be dynamic. By a process called potentization, same drug in different levels of potencies were made. They found that by increasing the potency, the penetrating power of medicine is increased, so that it acts on a higher level than the usual material form of drugs used in other systems. This unique nature of homeopathic medicine is the reason for the wonderful cures of even the mental diseases. General principles. Homeopathy treats the diseased individual as a whole rather than treating diseased parts or organs. The physical, mental, emotional, social spheres of a person is considered for permanent cure. This system believes that the diseases are caused due to the derangement of vital force, which is an invisible power in every individual. In a healthy state, the vital force maintains the equilibrium of mind, body, and soul. During this, man will have normal sensations and functions. When the vital force gets affected, there will be external manifestations in the form of signs and symptoms. The imbalance in the body functions makes a shelter for foreign organisms, bacteria, viruses, fungi, protozoa, etc., and allow them to proliferate and produce so-called diseases. Homeopathy believes that the real disease comes before the bacteria and viruses, hence the root cause of the disease has to be treated for a permanent cure. The antibacterial and antiviral agents only remove the secondary causes mentioned above. Diseases are produced by noxious morbific agents called miasms, which are dynamic influences which affect the vital force. There are mainly 3 miasms: Pseudoria, syphilis, and SYCOSIS. These 3 causes are accepted by other schools of medicine but called by different names. Surrey causes functional disturbances. Syphilis causes structural changes in the form of destructions, and psychosis causes changes in the form of overgrowth. These three miasms can act individually or in combined form to produce different disease conditions. Preparation of medicine in homeopathy. In homeopathy, medicines are prepared from different sources like minerals, plants, animals, toxins, diseased parts etc. Medicines are prepared from these substances by a special process called potentization. Here the soluble substances are potentized by diluting, mixing with spirit with a downward stroke with spirit, and insoluble substances by grinding, trituration with sugar of milk. The crude drug substance is first mixed with a calculated quantity of spirit and water, and kept for few days. From this mixture extract is taken and is called mother tincture, denoted as Q. From this mother tincture dilutions are prepared by potentization. Potentization is a mathematical process by which the quantity of original drug substance reduces but medicinal power increases. Depending upon the ratio of quantity of drug substance and vehicle spirit or sugar of milk, there are different scales for this process. Each scale has got different potencies which indicate power of medicine. Example, in decimal scale, the drug substance Be ratio is 1/10 and the available potencies are 3x 6x 12x ECD. In centi-small scale, the ratio is 1/100th and the available potencies are 30 C 200 C ECD. In LM potency, the ratio is 1/50,000 and the available potencies are 0/10/20/3 ECD. Potency is written after the name of every medicine. Same medicine is available in different potencies. Suitable potency is selected according to so many factors like severity, depth of disease, condition of the patient, nature of disease, type of symptoms, age of patient, and etc. Subjects studied in homeopathy. History of medicine. History and development of homeopathy. Pioneers of homeopathy. Organon of medicine. Homeopathic philosophy. Materia medica. Homeopathic pharmacy and pharmacognosy. Homeopathic repertory. Homeopathic case-taking. Homeopathic therapeutics. General medical subjects. Anatomy, physiology, pathology, microbiology, parasitology, toxicology, forensic medicine, social and preventive medicine, surgery and gynecology and obstetrics, ophthalmology, dentistry, orthopedics, surgery, general medicine, pediatrics, dermatology, psychiatry, and etc. Homeopathic case-taking and prescription. Cure by a homeopathic medicine is rapid, gentle, and permanent if correct remedy in suitable dose is given. Just giving one drug for one disease-specific drugs may not give good result. To come to a correct remedial diagnosis, we should have the symptomatology of the person. It is the total symptoms of a person, which includes mental generals, physical generals, particular symptoms etc. All signs and symptoms, mental and physical, of the person is taken in detail. Knowledge about past illness, family history of diseases, food and bowel habits, notable causes, relation to climatic changes, and constitution etc. are noted down in a systematic order. Mental symptoms. Example: fear, anxiety, depression, anger, jealousy, and etc. Physical symptoms. Example: body makeup, appetite, thirst, desires, aversions, bowels, urination, sleep, taste, nature of smell, discharges, any abnormal sensations like pain, burning, climatic changes, thermal relations, and etc. Peculiar, uncommon symptoms. This is the speciality of homeopathic system of medicine. For the selection of a suitable remedy, these symptoms are very important. Common symptoms which are seen almost in all patients are least important. This is the reason for giving different medicines to different individuals suffering from same disease. Example: 5 people suffering from typhoid may get 5 different remedies because of changes of individual symptoms. Particular/local signs and symptoms. This includes signs and symptoms related to body parts and organs. Example: part affected, any swelling, discoloration, etc. Systemic examination. Different systems are examined in a systematic order. Respiratory system, digestive system, nervous system, cardiovascular system, and etc. Vital signs. Pulse, blood pressure, temperature, respiratory rate, etc. are checked here. General physical examination. Here body parts are examined from head to foot to find out any changes. Provisional disease diagnosis. Here probable diseases are diagnosed. In homeopathic, disease diagnosis is not that much important for the selection of a remedy, but needed for general management and to know the prognosis. Investigations. This includes lab investigations and other methods to find out any other major illnesses. Final disease diagnosis. After doing all investigations, the disease is diagnosed. Remedial diagnosis. This is the most important part as far as homeopathy is concerned. For this, the selected symptoms are arranged in a systematic order on the basis of importance. Symptoms are analyzed to find out the importance of each symptom for the selection of a remedy. Remedies are selected on the basis of similarity. Suitable remedies are diagnosed by a process called repertorization. Here books called repertories are used. Repertory is the index of symptoms of materia medica books which contain the symptoms of drugs. Nowadays, computer softwares are used for repertorization. By this process we will get the remedies covering maximum important symptom of the patient. Among this group of remedies, the most suitable remedy is selected by referring various books and considering the life space investigation of the patient. The selected medicine is given in suitable potency and dose. Anti-miasm treatment. The root cause of disease is miasms, which should be eradicated using suitable anti-miasmatic drugs. Every drug can eradicate the miasm if there is symptom similarity. There are anti-cerebrate drugs, anti-syphilitic drugs, and antipsychotic drugs. After diagnosing the miasm, suitable anti-miasmatic drug has to be given to complete the cure.